Hello and welcome to this episode of Microchips. In this quick video we're going to have a look at a scrap Harrier CB that I bought just for parts, and you can see it's in a really bad condition. There was no cabinet, signal meters missing, so we're just going to actually see if this thing actually works. Like I say, all I did was bought it for some parts, because I could see the description and it looked quite untampered with, which it does. Everything looks quite original in there, nothing's been taken out or removed. So just buying a scrap chassis like this for a few pounds is a good way of getting some spare parts. I mean, if the PLL works, that's a few quid. Output transistor, that's worth. Audio IC if that works. A couple of the controls on the front should still work. So yeah, let's see if this thing actually works. Sure enough, it switches on. We have a fault with the LED display. We have sound. I think the controls are a little bit dirty. It seems we have a loose connection on the channel change, because what you can actually hear there is it defaulting to channel 19 due to misprogramming on the inputs. So we've got some loose connections there, that's fine. Is it on frequency? It's pretty close. Tiny little bit low, but that's fine. And it is transmitting as well, so got a good final output transistor. And it is actually receiving. So apart from this thing being absolutely battered, it is in working condition. So that's good, it's a nice supply of spare parts. Shame there was no signal meter in there, but this gives me a chance to play about with something else that I've been messing around with. So I've been experimenting with an LED bar graph driver, the LM3914, and its derivatives. So I've actually built a temporary one there on a piece of aero board. Now I'm still learning the circuitry for the bar graph driver, and as you can see I couldn't get it any higher than the third LED at the bottom. So I changed one of the components into a variable resistor, which then changed the offset. And as you can see, it now kind of works as a meter of some sort. So whether I actually go any further with this is another thing. But this was just an experiment to see whether I could actually use one of these bar graph drivers as a signal meter. And it does seem to work very well. Now I did actually modify it with a capacitor across the input just to smoothen it down a little bit, which worked even better. I'm just monitoring the input voltage there, so we're getting a nice swing of voltage up to 5 volts. Now my plan was to use this on an audio line or Uniden or Uni-Ace, but the signal meter seems to work completely differently, and it seems to have a negative voltage on the signal meter, so that kind of went out the window. But as for an experiment, this worked out quite well. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this short video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If I've earned your subscription today, thank you very much. And we'll see you in the next video.